Hello, everyone, and welcome to Moogle Go Around Radio. I nearly said the wrong podcast again.
This is great.
Look, for anyone that doesn't know, I watched. I can't remember what stream it was recently with Tib and Salts. Oh, it was the first day one of Ultimate, and yeah, we were in one of the Discords chatting away about it. And he's like, "I've got to go to bed tonight now," and then I'm responding with going into complete podcast well, it was thanks to have you. Thanks for joining me. Anyway, hi Fury. How are you doing? Welcome.
Hello. Thank you.
How are you doing today?
Not too bad. Just kind of chilling, getting myself ready for my ultimate cards tonight. How about this?
Do you want to adopt a Lalafell? I really want a group one day.
A what?
Do you want to adopt a Lalafell? Adopt a Chili?
I can't. We're on the day centers, unfortunately.
Which data center are you on? Just can you know with that?
Oh yeah, sure. I'm on Aether, Cactar, character names directed very.
Wait.
I'm very noticeable.
You do know why I am also on Aether, right?
Oh, you are? I thought you were.
No,
do you know I was also on Aether?
Yeah.
Oh, well, come on over.
I'm on every server.
No, my main is Aether and Primal, so but I mostly use Aether now. Yay! Yeah, Aether Gilgamesh. That's my character.
I am on Cactar. Been there for 8 years. 8 long.
I was on Primal for a long time, and then some friends, we made a joke episode of Moogle Go Around, and we made weird named characters on Aether, and then we just kind of moved. If I'm honest, I think that's how it went in the shortest way possible.
Aether's not fair. It has its ups and downs.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, good luck with the Ultimate Prog. I don't know how far you've got so far, but I wish you the best.
Thank you.
So yeah, with 6.1, this is 6.11, right? With Ultimate.
Yeah, so we're at 6.11 right now.
Yeah. So 6.11 dropped the Ultimate, but before that, of course, we had 6.1, which dropped the MSQ, which took me a while to do because I think, as everyone here has been, we're all addicted to PvP.
Yeah, that's I think I went through part of it just so I could get everything unlocked, and it went right to PvP for 2 weeks straight, pretty much.
I think I got up to the dungeon unlocked at one point, and then I stopped and went back to PvP, and then I got frustrated because of ranked. Like, I kept getting really close to silver at the time and then kept losing it. So I ended up doing some story and then went back.
Yeah.
I did story all on stream on a Monday. I think it was a Monday. I like knocked it off for ages because I was playing other games at the time. And I was just more focused on just like logging on, raiding, and stuff like that because I'm raiding with 2 groups. Just casual prog. Both of the teams are now on like P4S, so it's kind of like really nice. One I'm playing a dancer and one I'm playing a reaper, and I'm just trying to learn those jobs properly because my logs have not been very good, but I've been clearing, so I don't really care about my logs this time because I'm just clearing fights. Say if I was going like hardcore and going into like Ultima or wherever, then I would care, but I'm just here to have fun in this raid. Sorry, yeah, go on, I cut you off there.
No, it's fine. I mean, I do a lot of in-game rating. I personally say ultimately don't really measure the ability of the player. I think a lot of people put a lot of emphasis on them, where sometimes, person with a bad log may be better than a person with a great log because of, some people like to pick and choose which ones get uploaded. Also, they may not be a very good team player. So
also,
emphasis on logs.
Also, you got to remember that some people will just go into raids to farm logs. That's all they care about. So they have, Like
I think
I knew some people.
Bard in my group has, I think, like almost 200 clears of P1S.
Yeah.
So there are people out there that are like that.
Talking about clears, I got my Unreal clear this week. Yay!
Right? Oh,
Yay!
I actually like the Unreal.
I still can't believe the fact that I've cleared it twice. I cleared it twice this week as a retelling, and
Right.
both times was with a healer LB.
Really? Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. The DPS check is so low you can have everyone die multiple times and you still win.
Oh yeah, it's not a terrible DPS check. It's just a matter of can you get past the last pair of orbs. You can get past, once you get past the last pair of orbs, you're done. You're solid. You're set. But before
that's what we had to healer LB because people kept running off into separate orbs.
Oh, yep, that sounds about right.
Yeah. I'm like, I remember this. And I kept dying. I'll admit I died a few times to the first tie-in because I always forgot he was a thing. You know, you go you go in for the Garuda, but you got to go out for Titan. So I'm like, in. Okay, sweet. Where
they don't have a lot of those. They don't have a lot of those type of mechanics in current design, and it's both good and bad. I would love to see those just come back, just something AOE out of nowhere, unmarked, and just have to know. But at the same time, I know not really feasible. Not anymore.
For me, it's my ping that makes it a pain. Like it's not as bad now. Like, but back in the day, it was even worse. Like, anyone that listens to the podcast right now, I used to swear like a sailor during that fight. Like, you just hear me swearing all the time because I used to play on a PS3 on Primal. So
the old school Final Fantasy ping was the worst. I remember getting frustrated at getting killed by twisters when I'm doing the mechanic correctly. So I'm glad that's gone.
Yeah. Do you remember that, Paul?
Same here. I do remember that because I was raiding the turns. It was like turn 5 and all that, and I was like learning. I have a video of that like on my old YouTube channel. I still have a video of it, and like the ping. Playing as a bard was fine because I could move and shoot. That was fine.
I've told this story many times before, but I remember, right? I was doing Twitania Fury.
Mm-hmm.
I was a monk, okay? My ping was so bad that the game registered my demolish after I died and went back to the start with the group. So Twintania flew up, killed me, and then flew back down again.
That's terrible. We've come a long way.
But to be fair, I did miss the Lalafell bonus in that fight. Until they changed it.
Yeah, good. You beat me on that one too.
It was patched really fast, but you know the dive bombs?
Yeah.
Lalafells were actually under the hitbox for dive
did not know that.
Yeah, if you stood in like the little ditch, like the little ditches on the main field,
right,
you're actually underneath the dive bomb. So you could stand in the middle of the field. It got patched pretty fast, but it was great.
They should have kept that in there.
They should have.
There's ratios in there, you know.
Yeah, that's $10 a person to get 3 clears. That's a smart move.
No, I'm happy that racial bonuses don't exist anymore because I remember playing 11 and
they're pretty bad.
I mean, I like them in this game because it's like, oh yeah, you had like these like different like types of races that had either better mind, better decks. Yeah, you didn't really feel it, but I just thought it was cool every now and then.
The difference was in 11, the stats they had the same sort of thing, but the stat difference was a lot higher. Like Taru Paladins were the only paladin that could actually cast rays without food because it was the only race with enough MP.
See, that's just cool. Like, I
don't
know.
But we had half the health of everyone else.
Again, I played WoW as well, so I was like racial bonuses in there was like kind of cool because it had like different types of like rage bonuses, and I just thought they were cool.
It's cool in concept, but in actual execution, it's kind of
terrible.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah, in actual, it's terrible.
It's like if I wanted to play a warlock, I could only play either like two races. It was either orc or it was troll because they had like really good like racial buffs to get good. So you just had to play that, and I was like, this is boring. I don't get to like my characters don't look cool, even though I did kind of like the trolls because they had like the really cool like Jamaican accents and stuff.
You know that's cool.
It's like every time they went, yeah, man, I'm like, yeah, that sounds pretty cool. Not gonna lie. I know, this the whole like I miss WoW. I hope they get it better. I do. The only reason I'm talking about WoW is that I'm seeing an old podcaster called RBA currently playing it.
Yeah, She Heals Her Champions currently playing.
I do hope WoW kind of gets it together too. I do think competition's healthy, and right now 14 really doesn't have any solid competition. You know, we have Lost Ark, we have
ESO.
New World, ESO, but nothing really comes. I would say even remotely close to 14. Current state.
No. But I'll admit, after playing the preview of the ESO expansion, I am excited to try ESO when it comes out. Well, the expansion. Only because it has trading cards.
I think the only MMO I'm looking forward to is the Riot MMO. Like what Riot Games are making. You know, they like tweet out a few things. And like I'm like, okay. Again, I like Riot Games, though I don't have my my account anymore. But other than that, still pretty good. I like most of their games. The lore aspect is great. If they can make that into a workable, fun MMO where they can have like decent PvP, cool raids, I would be down to play it.
I'm always going to try to do something new. See if it sticks with me.
Yeah, like, I've played a lot of MMOs from ESO. ESO I can get into, but that's because it was just weird for me. Swolesor I got really into. I got really into the PvP scene, the raiding in there. Just because I was a big Star Wars nerd, and it was just fun, all along fun. Fortunately, it doesn't get as much updates as it should do, but that's probably because it is a dying game. Sadly,
EA doesn't like to spend money on dying games. It's Battlefield.
By the way, before we get into the 6.1 stuff, I think I saw a tweet saying that the story for 6.x has been finished already. Well, not out, but they've actually finished writing it.
Yeah, that's why I think I saw that too. I think they confirmed that they're working on 7.0 now. So I am kind of curious to see what direction we go.
That is interesting. Already finished.
Yep, they've already finished all the writing. Well,
it's like right now, I've done the story. I thought it was interesting, very good. We'll get into that later. But I've started again on a new character. And so far I've got to like quest level 21. And I forgot how special the voice acting was.
Oh, yeah, it was not good back then. It was.
Let's just say it's aged well.
Hey, no, I don't think aged well is a word I would use for point anything voice acting.
I mean, it's still good. Like I never did the Order kind of like part, like the beginning part of Order. I always did Grindarnia because I was a Grindarnia baby, I guess. Grindarnia's like was one of my favorite zones, and I've been trying like lore wise, I'm kind of liking Order. But I think all of them are great. And I've recently been very tired, but I've also been working on a video for it because obviously there are some dungeon redesigns that is the main reason I want to play through the story again and go through those. So obviously we've had the main scenario stuff for Realm Reborn completely changed, split up into different fights, mainly 4-man fights now and all that. That's all split up into cool. They've added new mechanics. They've added all that. I want to play that again. Like I haven't done MSQ roulette ever since I did it once, and I got something new, and I was like, okay, no, I need to play this again on another character and get the shot vector because it's basically just a whole new game at that point. You know, from the 8-man, everyone just speeding past it, just gonna keep going. It's just a big story dump. Now they've made the fights actually feel endgame to me, which is good because Ironborn needs love, and that's what I think WoW has not done, which is fixed their earlier stuff because all they care about is expansion after expansion after expansion. That's all they care about. They don't go back and change a dungeon, don't go back and change the story. Where Final Fantasy does, and I'm doing a video series of where I kind of comparison the old and the new. So, a little spoiler, the dungeon I'm going to be talking about is Copperbell Mines, because that was one of the ones that have changed. Completely changed, and is absolutely amazing, by the way.
I didn't know they changed all. I know they changed a few, but
yeah, they've changed a few. I think they've changed pretty much all of the story dungeons.
They didn't change Satasha. Satasha is still the same.
Okay.
And same with Camp Tara.
I know that Stone Vigil got changed.
Is it Total Rock? The one with the Cthulhu monster main boss at the end?
I don't know if that one did. I know the one I saw changed was, I think Hawkmaner got changed slightly.
Ooh, I can't wait for that one then, because I'm getting.
They did get changed a lot. I think the only thing they did was instead of having, after you beat the second boss in the basement, you have to return.
No, the final boss got changed.
Did it?
It did. You're right. The final boss did get changed.
I'm not going to spoil it.
I've got to get to that part.
Braveflox got changed.
Yeah.
Yes, Braveflox got
Stone Vigil got changed.
I'm going to be a Stone Fox in a minute.
I think Darkhold got changed a little bit, but I just ran it recently. I didn't see much change.
No, it did. I know what changed on that one. I did that one recently. Yeah, that one did get changed.
Ooh, I'm looking forward to this.
And you know what didn't get changed? Everyone's favorite dungeon, Aurum Vale, because you can't change perfection.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to say, as everyone, if you don't know, I'm very known for some hot takes on Final Fantasy 14. I think Aurum Vale is a fantastic dungeon. Unironically, I actually do enjoy that dungeon.
I will say
it was amazing. Unnerved,
Yeah, I thought it was absolutely fantastic in teaching players.
Aurum Vale's a great dungeon. My only issue is, I feel like the only issue is you get really teased with the fact that you're capped at 49.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, I agree with that. That's the only part that I wish wasn't it. But at the same time, if you did have your 50 skills, it would be much, much easier.
Yeah, it would be, but it feels like it's kind of like, because you're going to be around 50 when you get there anyway, so...
Yeah.
Well, what's that? Did you get attacked or something by a spider? It's just a and going off the next tax return. I'm like, the hell? You saw a ghost or something. Ghost. Just had PTSD of Aurum Vales. Oh no!
Yeah, the ghost of Aurum Vale passed.
I did it last Blue Mage, okay? I've got the ghost of Aurum Vale in the same room as me. Ghost of Aurum Vale is friends with Arthritis Ghost, okay? They go to the ghost pub every few weeks.
But yeah, so that's what I've been working on. That's why I'm actually really tired, because I've been working on an actual video where I've actually been grabbing photos, going in game, grabbing photos. I've got some before the changes photos. I've got a whole character kind of thing. I had to ask Mione, because I'm on Mione's server and on his FC. And I asked if I could use him for a bit of a joke, as it would seem. But just asked him if I could use a picture of his, and if I could use the FC house for kind of standpoint of where I can do stuff. So I've been working on that for the past few days. YouTubers, I don't know how you do it because I think I'm like growing bald, or like literally like going bald, and I have a luscious head of hair. But the stressfulness of like making videos is so hard. But when you're a streamer, shit's all live. I can have many fuck ups as I can. It's like,
Yeah,
so you make one fuck up in the video, like, oh, I've got to record that all over again. It's not good. Got to cut it out. It's like, but I am enjoying it. It's just I'm really tired, and this week has been absolutely tiring for me because I had to lift a whole fucking washing machine downstairs.
Right.
Not to my own horn. I am a strong lad, even though I do have a disability in my legs, but I do fight through that. But other than that, it's like, why? Why today of all things? Because we wanted to play Tiny Tina last night, and we didn't because of me, because I needed to get to sleep to wake up to get the new washing machine in.
Look,
And
it was 2 a.m. We understand.
It's like I like getting to that point where I'm like tiring myself out so much trying to make content that it's actually making me. It's actually making me tired, which is good because I have like crippling insomnia most of the time. So good that I can actually sleep.
So what are you saying? I need to make even more content.
Well, Chili, you made some great videos, and actually, some people actually really wish you did more of those videos.
Yeah.
Like
I should really.
But you have been busy though. Like Chili's like schedule of his work and then trying to do content for Final Fantasy it does hit the nail on the head sometimes. So he does have to be like, okay, look, I can't stream for a whole week, or
I feel bad that I hate when I do that though, because I like streaming, because I'll admit I don't have many people to talk to. So streaming is a nice way for me to say words to people, even if they have to respond with text.
Now, I will say that 6.1 is probably the most impactful patch I think Final Fantasy has ever gotten in its entirety. MSQ changes, PvP changes, and
we're not even through 6.1.
And we're not even like done yet. We still have we still have Tataru's thing. We still have Emrys. I always say her name wrong.
We've got Tataru, we've got the Beast Tribes.
Yeah.
Right? We've got Hildebrand.
We do have a Beast Tribe. We got Hildebrand. We still have the custom deliveries.
Custom deliveries, a mega weapon.
So it's just so much in this.
And it's not like the MSQ was short either. The MSQ was like
rather long.
I want to say 4 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, so Susan has said in chat, I apologize if you did this already, but I missed it. Can we get an introduction to your guest? Are they a streamer? Question mark.
Fury, do you stream? Is it,
you want to introduce sir. I'll do a small introduction. Hi, my name is Fury. I do stream, every so often. It's usually either Final Fantasy 14 raids, PvP, or Destiny 2. I'm mostly active on Twitter, either talking about the game and either in any sort of way, different sort of things about surrounding the Final Fantasy 14, whether it be the game itself or the community. Most of them are hot takes, so I apologize ahead of time. But I do actually love the game. Like, as much I say a lot of things about the game that seem very negative, but I really do love the game. And I want people to know that. It's just there are some things I see, being around for quite some time in the game. And I'm like, hey, this 2 chess thing should probably be going away. I can say that.
That's so true. That's such a good fucking day. It's like I just want to help people, but when they always say 2 chests, I can't. They say help us welcome, but they're like, no, we want 2 chests. I'm like,
well, I can't help you now.
And
would help us here on 2 chests that work together.
Here on Moogle Ground, we love Fantasy 14 a lot, but please, if you ever want to come on this show to criticize the game, we're also happy to allow that, because if you don't allow criticism for a title, then it's hard for them to know when they've messed up.
Big Samurai.
Because mess ups happen. What's that? Samurai is amazing, and you should get rid of more moves.
No. Please.
What was that? You don't like Midori?
I don't like Kurt Mordari, if that's what you mean.
I've seen so many people and have like so many friends that hate the new Samurai, and I'm like,
I will spoil this. Dragoons, they're coming for you soon. I'm not joking.
They're coming for you.
Like I wanted the official forums to kind of see like how the reception was about Samurai, and it's just like all doom posting. I'm thinking, I've never seen a universally hated change about a job. Ever.
Well, I wonder how they're going to feel, because I know that in 6.2 they're reworking Dragoon.
Are they?
Are they?
They are. They are.
Ooh.
Look at some fucking chilly intel. What the fuck?
Yeah, from what I've heard, 6.2 is going to get a Dragoon rework. I think it's been announced.
You know what? Let's go get rid of the the dragon part. This is going to be Goon.
Just Goon.
No.
But yeah, no, I've
Don't change Dragoon.
I don't know what they're changing, but
they become a pet class. They have a dragon. They can't jump no more.
I mean, that was 11.
That would be cool. Would be cooler.
Except for they're going to go to original 11 before the changes to Dragoon. Did you play 11 Fury? Oh,
I did not.
Okay, when Dragoon first came out, if a Dragoon joined your party, you would kick the Dragoon.
Oh man, it's like 2.0 Warrior.
Because Dragoons had a pet, right?
Yeah.
But for some reason, the pet took XP.
Oh, sorry.
It didn't have a level, but if you had the pet out, it took some of the party's XP.
That's incredible.
But half the Dragoon's damage was from their pet that you could summon once every 2 hours. Real life.
Boy, I'm glad I did not play.
Of course, they patched it like a year later.
A year?
A year later.
The damage is already done at that point.
It still was a 2-hour ability, though. So if your pet died, you couldn't resummon it for 2 hours. So that was half your damage gone. But yeah. That meant nobody in a leveling party, of course, nobody wanted a Dragoon.
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't need
it. GG.
Understandable.
I mean, Beastmaster also had the same thing, where the pets for Beastmaster also took XP. But the difference was Beastmaster was designed more for solo play, so you didn't really join a party.
Right. Yeah.
So it didn't matter as much as the Dragoons. But then this was back in the day when Ninja's 2, like Monk 2 hour, removed the recast time on melee auto attacks.
Mm-hmm.
Dragoons gave them the pet. Samurai gave them like really high damage. Ninja, everyone want to know what Ninja did?
It was a tank, wasn't it?
It blew itself up.
Oh.
It
Old school MMOs are weird.
Ninja, Jitsu, explode!
In fact, it was probably one of the fastest ways to teleport. You would just change jobs to a ninja, use the ninja 2 hours so you could walk back to your home city without paying.
That's efficient, I guess.
Also, ninja's tools cost money. Like, any ninja ability actually costs you guild, because you have to have the crafted item to use the ability.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I don't think I could ever last in an old school MMO, because I just pull my hair out, and I don't have a lot of hair.
Also, imagine if Ultimate cost you 1 million gil to enter. That's kind of how it was back in the day in 11.
1 million? Well, wait, hold on. 1 million gil per instance, or just in general?
Per instance.
Oh, ooh.
You could.
I'd be broke.
It's not really Ultimate, but it's called Dynamis, which was kind of their raid. There wasn't a raid, but that it's closest that 11 had to a raid back then. You could only go once a week, and the leader had to spend 1 million gil to buy the item to get in.
Oh yeah, I'd be pro.
Okay. So the leader, what the leader could have done, with how many people he had in there, everybody's chipping like a couple of K.
Well, no, it dropped coins, which he used for the relic weapon. So the coins worth a lot of money. So what it used to be was the armor would be free roll to people that had it for the jobs. So if monk dropped, samurai dropped, you'd roll on that. But all the coins that would be gathered during the run, you would then give it to the leader who purchased the thing to sell.
Oh.
To either sell or use for his relic weapon, if he wanted to use his relic weapon. So
Speaking of relic weapon, do we even know what this expansion's relic weapon's going to be?
6.25, isn't it? 6.3. I did actually get to ask Yoshi P about that back in the day, but he back when Endwalker was coming out, and it sounded like there's going to be a Bozier area.
I don't know how I feel about it.
But last time that you kind of could do it outside Bozier anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I guess so. But
didn't they say that we're getting a new deep dungeon?
I think I do remember that. Just don't know when.
That'd be pretty cool. I mean, that's why I'm not like in a rush to level all my jobs, because I want obviously the beast tribes as well.
Yeah. How about that? That was why I asked as well. I asked about deep dungeon. He said there was no deep dungeon content for 6.0 because they were busy with other things in the expansion, but they do want to plan for some kind of content to be implemented with the 6.x series. Blah blah blah. They don't want to talk about it until after the 6.0 launches.
Yeah. Fair enough.
So
I mean, I kind of have a bit of I won't say a clue, but a hot take on the matter.
Oh boy, I love these.
But probably have to get into the story, talk about the story first, and then try and go into that.
Yeah.
But
So yeah, the story.
So
I was remembering it for a second ago, and now I've forgotten it again. So
I actually had to go back and re-watch some things because I completely forgot. You did the story the first day, and then the last week or two has been just me nose deep into ultimate learning. So I push all that stuff out of my brain.
So yeah, we start by going back to the Rising Sand to meet Tataru Van Brightly.
I wish they said how long we've been apart, because that's what I got really
2 days.
Confused. Yeah, because it felt like 2 days for us, but it's could you give us a time frame of how far we've been apart? Because then when we go meet and they're like, oh, long time.
It's been so long. Yeah, a long time no see. How long has it been?
What have we been doing? Other than
the problem is they don't give time periods and stuff like that because of the time bubble. The time bubble.
I think they kind of need to just say how long it's been. Just to kind of get these doubts, has it been a year, 2 years, 8 years?
Yeah.
I don't know.
What was happening here?
Yeah, have all this stuff happened in the last month?
I think it's been a year, hasn't it? I think the year.
I don't know if they said exactly though. That's the problem.
They didn't say anything about that. They said it's been a long time. How long? Please.
Oh, since the last how long? I don't know.
He's not trying to Google it. How long were we in cryo sleep for?
Yes. I like I remember standing here with the Rising Stones, just staring at Taru, waiting for our quest to pop up.
Why have they been stood here for 6 months? Are they okay?
Yes,
have they been sent back to the first? Do we need to go back and bring them? Did alternate universe Graha send them to the fourth?
I thought the fourth was a void. I thought the fourth was destroyed or something.
I thought only the 13th.
I can't remember. There's so many.
I
thought it was the
Okay.
Oh. What's this?
There's a few destroyed. We say that they're destroyed though, but we go to the spoilers. But from what we can tell, we're going to the 13th, which
yeah, that's true.
Hope I get to see lightning and hope.
Oh. Well, we go to 11th, we see people from Final Fantasy 11. Yeah.
It's a shell of our
Nah,
former
but
selves.
no. Before we get to that,
correctly,
we ate some
went to
food.
go we ate food.
And then we fell asleep while we were getting measured.
For how much food has been played throughout this expansion, I felt like I was playing Final Fantasy 15 again. It was like how much food they've been showing. I'm like, Jesus.
They do like to show a lot of food. You're right. I didn't even realize that until you said something.
It's like, damn, now I need to go make like a pop noodle or something. Like, he made me hungry. Oh,
Hot pot and cup noodles. I'm waiting for the honey bun promotion to come back and just us eat honey bun again.
We never got that promotion here.
Oh right. I need a good promotion.
Now, Square just wanted sexy photos of us with,
Yeah, with magazines.
Huh?
I really want to know if they could get that picture though, because I really want to know.
I didn't know about this promotion.
Okay.
Okay, Paul. Pictures of magazine articles.
You know what? I'm going to look this one up afterwards.
So I did it with my top off, with them laying on me.
Oh,
I got the code. I got the code. That's all I'm saying. I got the code. So
we had to buy 3 issues of a magazine called Game Master. And then we had to take a picture of each code and then email it to a certain website. And then we had to wait. Although I'll admit there was one bonus UK event that I'm still happy I went to. I went across country for it. It was kind of a waste, really. Shoru Ramen was doing like some pop-up Fantasy 14 crossover events for a couple of days, where they had Final Fantasy 14 inspired meals. But if you went there, you got some free codes that gave you some in-game items, which was a fat chocobo chocolate and some Moogle biscuits. So I spent like 200 quid traveling across the country to go eat ramen.
You know what? Money well spent.
Yeah. Money well spent.
Also, I can log into the North American servers. Go look. I have these.
That's money well spent. I know what you're talking about. That's perfect.
Yeah. So yeah, and they're kind of like your honey bun promotion where it gave more XP than normal. Luckily, because I traveled so far, I kind of guilt-talked them into giving me extra codes. So I ended up giving away a few codes anyway. I'm like, I traveled so far. I traveled all the way from over there. They're like, oh, that's what is it? Like 100? Not 100. I don't know how long far it was. It was a long way. Either way, they're like, yeah, sure, here you go.
I mean, I traveled all the way to Japan, Tokyo, just to play at the arcades and meet friends, and have like a bunch of food and sake. That was money well spent. Just going for food alone was just, like money well spent.
I'd get so broke if I went to Japan. Like I would be in debt for years.
No, you would be in debt because you had to find out what didn't have nuts in.
No, I would buy Dragon Ball trading cards the entire time.
Oh, that too. I mean, Chile, we're going to Insomnia. You're going to be like broke anyway because there's so many DBZ figures and stuff there.
Oh no, you're a big DBZ fan. I take it.
He is.
Right.
What I'll do is I'll only buy if there's Fat Boo, because there's never any Fat Boo stuff. And I will save myself money.
I guess that's one way to limit yourself. I wish I had that optimism.
What did I buy last year? I bought an All Might figure, 2 Deku figures, my Trish Marigold, my Froppy, was it Plinko? Or like big head thing? I can't remember what it's called.
Funko?
Yeah, Funko Pops. My Goku, Vegeta, my Shenron, Golden Shenron, by the way. Gold. But yeah, it's like I love like buying random stuff. It's great. It's great over there. Bunch of t-shirts. I have like a Diva like jacket that doesn't fit me, but I just keep it as like a chair warmer.
Yeah, sorry if
I
you
mean, there's-
expect us to stay on topic, Fury. We rarely stay on topic.
We do.
That's
we read
fine by me.
Actually,
Perfectly fine.
I think you would like a lot of other stuff there because it had a bunch of Final Fantasy like 7 and stuff there.
Oh,
So
I love 7. 7's my favorite.
it had like
Well,
a bunch of,
that's
like,
a, I guess that's a lie. 9 is my favorite, but 7 is up there. Sorry, Fury,
I
Carol.
still need to no, I still need to play part 2 of the remake. I need to get it. I played part 1, but
Well, I mean, part 2 is not out yet, so hopefully soon.
or what's it's not part 2.
You talk about the DLC?
Yeah, I still have to play the DLC.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hopefully we'll hear about part 2 sometime soon. But we're probably hearing 16 first.
Yeah, I want to hear more about 16 first, although did they say that they were going to push it back again or something?
No, last thing we know is they pushed back for Spoken. They plan to talk about 16 sometime spring this year. And from what I remember, they also plan to drop a demo when the next time they do a big announcement.
That'd be cool.
So, again...
Oh, that's what it is. It's in the final stages of development. Okay.
Yeah, it's in the final stages.
I'm not a big Final Fantasy fan like other Final Fantasies. Like, my first Final Fantasy was 13, 14, and then 15. I tried to play a little bit of 7. I haven't finished it. But I actually really care about Forspoken. Because first of all,
does look good.
She's badass. Second of all, you have a talking inanimate object that is sassy as fuck. And then you have magic. I love magic. And the magic they've shown is just bloody awesome. And I'm like, I need to play this game. I am like sucking dick for a goddamn PS5. Hopefully, tomorrow or the day or next week, there's going to be a PS5 in London. I'm going to travel all the way to London just to get a PS5.
Talking about magic, somehow we were whisked all the way in a dream to some mysterious dark location. Ooh, no, transition. And after we fell asleep.
Like that figure, it reminded me of Xenos' void form.
I think that's what it was supposed to be. Or his avatar. That's what it's called.
Yeah, it's his void avatar.
Yeah, because we never did see the avatar when we actually beat him, the first time. So technically, he could still be alive.
Yeah,
technically speaking. And I'm expecting him to still be alive. I kind of like that. They should just say that.
I mean, this thing.
No, Xenos is dead. But
they say he's dead, but is he really?
Yeah, he's dead.
Did you see his chest move?
When you become a Reaper, you make a contract with someone in the void, and so that's why he said he's back, because Xenos is dead. Therefore, his contract is nullified.
Oh, see, I never did the Reaper quest line, so I didn't know that.
Yeah,
that part I did not know.
Yeah, so I remember reading it somewhere, so that's why. That's why.
Can it be my void then? Can it be mine? Because that was a pretty badass one.
You already have one, so no.
Oh, can't we have 2?
Yeah, no, I mean you can have 2, but they have to share space with Frank, so that's the unfortunate thing.
Yeah. All these fucking souls we have.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh,
you already got
your soul was cracked. Oh yeah, what do you think about the burst? Got fucking Frey, got a void scent, got his fucking eggies, his primals in me. I got someone else's soul.
Yeah, Artbird. Just full of them. It's just so many souls.
Yeah, they're like, man, I wonder if the Crystal Exarch can hold another soul. And you're like, look at me. I've got Penny.
How many goddamn souls?
I've got Ardbert in me. And look at my size as Lalafell.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds wrong.
Yeah, you might want to be careful with that one. Somebody might take that the wrong way.
But it's not the first time Ardbut's had that problem, if you've ever read the law book.
I don't even think about that. I know exactly where that's going, and that's good. I'm good.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm sorry, Ardbut. I'm sorry.
I'm not. It is interesting though how where we're going to how the story's going to try to read.
Yeah.
Like, we see Yostola, she was reading books.
Yeah.
Istidian was doing Istidian things. Knows what that means. And Crystal, Graha was looking for you, probably. I don't remember.
No, he was just studying. He was doing work stuff, wasn't he? He was doing work.
What is his work stuff, though? Is it just going after you?
Taxes.
Taxes?
These taxes, helping Crow with the taxes of the students of Odyssea. Checking
trying to get
all their expenses.
He's trying to get rid of,
He's
trying to get rid of student taxes.
Student loans. Whenever you go to school, I guess you can't escape student loans no matter how long you've lived. Great.
But no,
Why do you think nobody can leave Charlie in?
They're forbidden. But it's like I do think that it's kind of cute. Like when you turn up, it's like, oh well, we're going on an adventure. It's like I thought that was pretty cute. Like I think that was adorable, great. And then I don't know. He didn't help us.
Another.
So why can't I get the twins again? I like the twins. What the hell? But...
Where were they? Like I know
they're in Garlemald, aren't they? Are they in Garlemald?
Are they?
I think so.
No, they are, because I remember the quest you get after doing all the role quests. Their father, Fortune Font, tells them that my kids are going around helping everyone in Garlemald, so we had to do our part. By the way, have you two done the final role quest?
No, I have not yet.
It's actually pretty good.
Nice.
I definitely recommend it. It's kind of. I think the role quest is probably my favorite part of the 6-point series, just because you get to see a little bit more of the side characters. Although I don't think the tank one's really good at all. I think that's probably
tank one. I've done obviously the melee one where you see
I like the melee one.
Yeah, we have the Meredith.
Yeah,
I thought that was cool.
I think my favorite one is the healer, but I'm a very hardcore Stormblood simp. That's my favorite expansion, and no one will ever change my mind on that ever. So
that's the first. A lot of people we have on here are just like, yeah, that's
no. I love Stormblood. I will always go the back for Stormblood. I think it was the best content wise, the best job wise. Story wise, it was definitely, hit and miss, but I think everything else was just knocked it out of the park. So I am 100% Team Stormblood. It's the best. No other expansion comes close. Team. So any chance I get to go back to Alabingo and all those places, I take.
I mean, that's why I'm doing the the whole story again, like from A Realm Reborn to Endwalker, because it is an end of an era, and it took a very long time to get to that era. But I was like, I'm just gonna start again and just go through the whole story again. Do you know why? Because I have many ults and I can do it because I can. And probably just do some PF stuff as like Black Mage or something. Be annoyance to the PF as a Black Mage to adjust to me.
Just don't get hit. Don't be close to people, and they won't come close to you.
Exactly.
More often than not. Sometimes they don't care. Sometimes they're like me. Let's troll the Black Mage a little bit. Just have a little fun.
I wish I had Black Mages in my groups. That would be fun, but I don't. No, I want to go back to tanking. That's what I want to do. I want to go back to tanking.
Funny enough. That's my primary role. It's tanking. I think I've tanked every expansion in one raid tier. So tanking and machinist or part
I
in the Rebel Born.
I tanked a lot as well. But someone else wanted to tank in the group, so I was like, okay, I don't mind switching, like letting them, have a bit of fun on tank. And I'm like trying to play like a melee, like I'm trying to play Reaper, Ninja, and I'm like, yeah, this is fun. Like Reaper was hella fun. Like I enjoyed Reaper, but I do miss tanking. I do miss taking the hit and doing the like cool, like fun tank busters and all that. I love that shit. I love playing Warrior. I love playing Dark Knight. I love playing Paladin, Gunbreaker. I love them all, but can't play them right now. So I asked if I could next tier to go back to tanking. They're like, yeah, sure. I'm like,
Now, what is your favorite tank?
tank, Warrior is my favorite tank
Okay.
because I like the
That's the
healing.
time.
The healing aspect is just so much fun. But I miss old Warrior where Inner Beast actually gave you a heal and it was like a 5 of 10% like damage.
Yeah, old Inner Beast was a heal and 20% mitigation, like 5 seconds or something.
Yeah, like like timing that was so good.
Yeah.
But
I do miss
I
Old Warrior.
I haven't played because I haven't like leveled anything properly because I'm just waiting for like Beast Tribes to come out to actually give me something to like give the XP to. A little bit in PvP, and obviously the Deep Dungeon if it ever does get announced, leveling through that as well because that could be fun. But I don't know, Gunbreaker was fun. I like what they've done to Gunbreaker because that's the only one I've got to 90 right now because I was just leveling that and just messing around. Dark Knight I want to play because it's like the highest DPS now.
Yeah, Dark Knight's the highest DPS, but it does require a little bit more like micromanaging than the other tanks.
And like Paladin, I want to play because the fucking Sword of the Divine. I'm just like, yes. Oh, that is what it means to be Paladin.
That's probably gonna be in my last.
Okay.
I finished both Warrior and Dark Knight. I'm like halfway through on Gunbreaker and Paladin. I just never got. I never came around to Paladin. I don't know why. Something about it just bugs me. I can never put my finger on why.
That cover does absolutely completely nothing. So I don't even know why it's even a part of the actual
I
kit
miss
now.
old. Like I want old Stormblight cover back.
I miss the older one. I could save my code tank.
But it was too strong. I think if it was the fact that covered one has too long of a cut recast, 2 minutes, and cost gauge, it just makes it very pointless.
Yeah. But like then just get rid of it. Like if it was like 2 pointers, then why do we still have it? Make it something else.
It's the same reason why we still have Shield Dash.
True. But I guess no, technically we do have a use for that in PvP now.
Yeah, but PvP and PvE are so different.
So different, yeah. It's so different. It's like you have a smaller hotbars in general now because I just take cover off, I take all this off, and just go with like the main thing. It's fine. But like Dragoon doesn't need a rework. Dragoon's fine. Fucking rework Paladin's like old abilities.
I don't think Paladin needs a rework. It just needs to get rid of Shield. Either make Shield Bash something else, or make it back to Shield Swipe. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, put like a debuff on them.
I wouldn't even say make it a debuff. Just make it an OGCD that every time you use Sheltron, you get it. If you get hit.
I mean, isn't that how it used to be anyway?
Yeah, you used to. Like, if you block or parry, it used to do it.
Yeah. So just
Sheltron, would give you 100% block, so therefore you could do it. I only remember using cover back in Omega, really. When Bard didn't have a knockback for the train, so we would have. So we'd have the Bard, the Paladin cover the Bard, so that the Paladin would use anti-knockback, so the Bard didn't have to worry.
Oh, I do remember that. You're right. Or we also used it in O12S as well for the Tank Buster. You could just like the other tank could just take it and then the Paladin cover and pretty much negate the entire mechanic itself. It was great.
I don't and it wasn't the exact same reason, but I always say her name wrong. The moon lady.
Tsukuyomi?
That's it. Yeah. We would use cover on the black mage so that they could keep their stacks.
Oh right. Yep. Okay.
Yeah, during the transition. That way you wouldn't drop
5, 6
your
reasons.
yeah.
Enochian. Oh, Enochian.
I want to know again.
Eno-chan, we miss you.
Yeah, that's I used to call it that.
Chan is with us always. What are you on about? It's inside now.
I actually like that. Like, I'm one of those people that miss Grease Lightning. Like,
I
I
do
like
actually
Grease
miss
Lightning.
Lightning.
See, this is why I like you so much.
Well, like the thing is, it's that I feel like, and this might be a hot take as well. I feel like Final Fantasy 14 is getting a little bit too like streamlined.
Yeah.
It's been like this since Stormblood, like since actually the beginning of Endwalker, not Endwalker. Jeez, what was Light Suspension? Shadowbreakers. Where
To be fair,
everything's kind of
Shadowbringers Monk got 3 different flavors of shoulder
works.
tackle.
Yeah, I don't know why.
You got strawberry, whatever Earth would. You got 3 either way.
Yeah.
That would have been caramel, right? More like a caramel.
Yeah. But still, you got 3 different.
Vanilla.
You got 3 different.
Like there's a little bit too much streamlining, whereas a lot of jobs don't feel actually getting. Warrior and Dark Knight are essentially the same. Yep. Dragoons, fine as is, I guess. I think they really do some work to machinists. Boy, that job's been getting the buddy.
It got gutted from when it was in Heavensward. It was this new job, and it was dog shit. And then
no, Heavensward was really good.
I like Heavensward because it made you as a gun mage or a bow mage.
I like gun mage. I love gun mage.
That stuff was great, but that's been changed so much.
It's been changed. I think Lily has gone through an entire rework every expansion, and none of them seem to stick. Another hot take.
You don't see it for world first, do you? Really, you see it's either bard or dancer in that role.
Yeah, the problem with machinist is that it does a lot of damage, but the better your group is, the less that matters.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
The best bit I liked about Machinist back in the day is that it had its own trick attack.
Oh yeah, hypercharge, old hypercharge.
Yeah. Like that. If they would have kept that into it, that would have been cool. You wouldn't need a ninja. That means the ninja could have been taken by samurai or
Well, no, you would still take a ninja. Cause...
Oh yeah, more. Well, now ninja has got so many trick attacks that come with its ass. But
just so many.
Because they've got they've got their own buff and the pie buff now, right?
Yeah, they have trick attack, which is just for them, and then bug, which is for everybody.
Yeah.
I do hope they kind of. I feel like they're going this route of making all the jobs the same-ish, and then they're going to use the future expansions to differentiate them all. I'm hoping that's what they do. We'll
kind
see.
of like PvP, because they tried to make a lot of the jobs the same, but they've all got their own different
exactly
styles.
Yeah, I think PvP is a very good testing ground to see how they win jobs.
Yeah,
I just hope they actually utilize those resources to do that rather than
Dark Knight losing a health to use an ability. I think that's pretty fucking awesome.
I honestly, I would 100% be down with that.
That would be pretty cool.
It will also make Living Dead easier to proc in dungeons because I can just kill myself.
Yeah.
But please don't make Monk like it does in PvP. I don't like that.
What do you mean? What do you mean? I love bucket PvP.
I don't want my entire combo to be one button.
Okay, well, yeah, the combo system I don't think should be like that.
Everything else is fine, but the fact that you've got a 7-hit button combo.
Yeah, I don't like that whole 7-hit button combo, but I really enjoy bucket PvP. That's my main job. It's been like this since Space, so it's good.
Yeah, I'm old. I remember old PvP.
We don't talk about the fold. We don't talk about the fold.
We don't talk about
that was bad.
PvP materia.
Morale. Let's not bring back morale.
Level 30 gear, so you could be optimal.
Got optimal gear, man. Gotta be optimal.
Because you're over level 30, your materia didn't work, so you had to get level 30 gear so you could use the materia.
I have to admit, they have come a long way from that PvP to now's PvP, where
I'm
playing it.
I'm very glad.
Unlike a certain other game that doesn't really listen to their fans. I wish they did.
Is it Blizzard?
Yeah,
it's a Blizzard.
Again, I was looking at people playing Overwatch 2, and I watched a stream of it. I'm like, it looks like the exact same.
I said the same thing. I really thought it was Overwatch 1. With new skins.
I hate to be promoting them, but at least it's free to those that own Overwatch 1.
I mean, I guess, but should I be thankful that I'm getting a pile of crap for free?
I mean, it's more like a patch.
Okay. I do have, there are a few things I wish they would change about PvP. And if you get low rank, Series 30, I think it's way too much XP to get to 31, or to so on and so forth. For
I'm 38. I'm 38 now, so it takes a lot.
It's 20,000 experience just to rank up for 1,000 crystals. I think that's too much.
Is it every time?
Yes, every time.
Okay. I think I'd bring that down to I would say about 10k or 15k, because
10k would be perfect. Getting up to there, 20k to get to level 30, from 25 to 30, completely understand. But after that, it should bring back down to 10k, because if you only go up that to trophy crystal, who cares?
I mean, I guess they're worried that everyone will try and buy everything in the first season.
They need to make stuff each season.
Well, I guess, but we don't know, do we, exactly the rewards? All we know is that the 6.1 series stuff will be in the Crystal Shop in 6.2.
Which is fine. I'm perfectly okay with that. That's fine.
I do hope they add some other stuff to it, though, as well, so I have a reason to use my crystals.
Exactly.
Apart from because I know you got the feast weapons, and I picked a couple of those up already.
I mean, it's also you're capped as well, because the cap is 20k.
Yeah, 20k.
Yeah, exactly.
You kind of have to spend it to even get more out of it. So
yeah.
To be fair, the feast weapons are 10k.
Very successful PvP launch. I think it's very successful. I just think there are a few gripes, especially with the matchmaking. God, the matchmaking.
Yeah.
Just white mage in general. Fuck
white mage makes me want to.
Hey, and warrior. To be fair, white mage is great, but it's when you're with a good pie that white mage becomes insane.
Well, the reason why I think white mage needs that. The biggest thing I think white mage needs to have happen is I think while it's intemperance, it cannot build an LB gauge.
Yeah.
At all. Because it gets almost half its LB gauge by the time it's out of intemperance.
Yeah. Well, should we say? I would say unless they get the orbs, because that's fair. Because everyone gets LB for orbs.
Orbs, fine. You know what? That's perfectly fine, but not passive LB.
No. It should, or they should just double how long it takes. 60 seconds is too fast for a white mage LB.
For that LB, it is way too fast.
Yeah. But yeah, story.
story. Right, story. I mean, that's the problem.
We purchased a map at some point.
Yeah, got a map.
We went to the dungeon. The dungeon was cool. Then we got back, and then we got told off because we tried to break into a special vault, which I wish I could add. I wish I could have been more honest with. Like, I hate the dialogue choices for. I'll admit, I don't know if anyone else did this, but I hated the cutscene dialogue choices for that. Like, we tried to like pass it off like we didn't do it. I'd have been like, yeah, I did it.
Yeah, you know
I didn't
what?
know what it was.
Oh, I legit passed it off to fucking Gestola. I was like, yeah, I'm
you know what?
that shit off
I
to
did that too.
Let's go.
I did that too. I did that too.
No,
because you know what? It was funny.
It was
I passed mine to Estinian because it's Estinian.
I mean, both of them would do it.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
I'd be like, look, I'm an adventurer. Someone came up to me and sold me a map saying it had treasure. I went there. I didn't know what it was, who it was for, where it was. I just told adventure, and I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll do that. That sounds cool.
Someone sold
I
me
didn't know it was your
map. Said there was cool stuff in there. I want cool stuff.
Yeah, that's. I didn't know it was yours.
Yeah, there was no sign outside saying, you know,
keep out, danger, keep out. You could have put a keep out sign. Put a red lock on the door.
better guards, you know, because
I mean,
that shit was flimsy. Like,
yeah,
broke easily.
So
I mean,
I wish I could have been honest.
So good.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, honestly,
And
it's the best policy. But when you can shift it off blame to your Stola, I still think it's worth it.
Doesn't she like tell you to like? She'll tell you off later, which the internet.
It was
the internet went crazy over that,
let's
and
not talk about what the internet would do about that cutscene.
Yeah, let's just
because
and that other cutscene that happened. That was
the magical
froth
girl cutscene.
Yeah, the frothy scene. What was it?
It was froth. Oh, something.
Yeah. Froth and foam.
Oh,
yeah,
that shit was funny.
I like that scene. It was funny.
I threw shade at her again for that one. I had to. This is the first time we could talk shit to your Stola. I'm fucking taking it. How many times has she been living?
Too many.
I'm taking this opportunity to take the piss.
Oh, no, see, I thought it was cute because she was a kid when she made it. Anyway, sorry, Fury, carry on.
But overall, I think the story was okay. I don't think it was like 10 out of 10. I don't think it was awful. It was just kind of okay.
I mean, for an opening of a new idea that that is not on a baseline of of older stuff, I think just for the opening baseline, I thought, okay, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Just for the opening.
I'll be honest, I was expecting worse.
Fair enough, yeah.
So,
though again, I did like the obviously going back to the Stormblood, where it's like, well, you've done this before. You've raided temples and done in these types of things before to seek riches, haven't you? I'm like, okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie on that one.
Now, Fury, have you ever played Fantasy 4?
4, I have not, but I do know a little bit about it. So I do know that, Gobez was kind of hinted at.
Yeah. Now, I also feel like we got some hope, and then we got a hope dash this patch, and I feel really bad. Like, it might change the story a little bit. But, we found out that Verdra had a bigger sister, wasn't it? Well, not really a sister, but, the kind of. Right?
I didn't find out until that, the patch.
Right. Virtua, they're like, I had this, they traveled to they helped protect me, blah, 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 and they traveled to the Void, and that's why we went to the Void, to try and get Virtua's, we're going to try and rescue Virtua's, well, not sister, but brood, I guess.
Yeah, brood's probably a more accurate word. I don't know how I feel about that.
The big issue
go ahead.
Is we saw Gobez. Now, Golbez had a pet shadow dragon.
Yeah, you're right. How's that going to work?
So, I feel like we might not be able to save this.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, we'll go save. Golbez.
No, we won't.
No, probably not. Of course, in character, we don't know that, and we don't know that. I don't know that for certain either, because just because they use references from 4 doesn't mean they follow the story exactly.
Yep.
You know.
I mean,
the 4 fiends look different, so.
Obviously, being from a perspective I've never played 4. From a perspective that I've never played or had knowledge of 4, so I from it being, I'm like, okay, this is pretty cool. We're going to the 13th, the Void Scent place, and I've learned a lot about Void Scent, coming from playing Thaumaturgy right now. In this, the relive of the story, they talked a lot about the Void Scent. And I think in Black Mage story, they talk a lot about the Void Scent.
Yeah, they do.
And then in some of the other role quests and all that, for Black Mage, they do talk about some Void Scent stuff. So, and I think that's cool because obviously we've had dungeons about Void Scent, and it's like, okay, this is going to be cool. We're going to go into a Void Scent place. Now, is there going to be a deep dungeon based in the Void Scent? I hope so.
That will be actually interesting. I would actually be able to see that.
I'm going to hate on all of you because everyone's going to hate this if this is right. I'm sorry. But what other content that has existed where we've had to go in for a little bit and then come out a bit? Go in for a little bit, then come out for a little bit. And it's happened in 2 expansions.
You're either going to say Heaven or High and Deep Dungeon or House of the Dead or Eureka and Bajta.
Eureka and Bajta.
It was one of those 2. I couldn't tell which one it was.
Now, I don't know how it would work exactly because the Void is so far one zoned, but still, Eureka and Bajta. And they were both expeditions as well.
I still need to finish Eureka. I finished Bajta maybe last week. I actually went in there and finished Dalirala. But I need to actually do Eureka.
I would like to do them for the mounts. Get the Ozma mount and the Cerberus mount. I'd like to try and do the Savage versions of that.
That's essentially why I'm doing it.
Yeah, I think that would be cool. But it's just doing it because I hate Fate. It's to the epitome. I fucking hate Fate.
Make me log into your character pool. I'll do it.
Chili, I won't even fucking take you that up on the offer. But it's so boring, and I've been cucked for many years because of the first ever relic we ever got into Atma farming, where I was there for a whole month trying to get the Atmas.
We don't talk about Atmas.
I
was upset, so I just didn't like it no more.
I remember the first Atma farm, right? I was in a zone for 4 hours, confused at why I had no drop. When someone in my FC told me, "Why are you there, Chili? That's not even a zone."
Oh no!
Nice.
I read that quest log.
I'm like, why is it not dropping?
It's oh, it's not even a zone. Well,
okay. But no, I've been Eureka so many times that people have told me I have problems. I have done it on Chaos, Aether, and Primal.
You have problems.
Yeah, I literally still need to finish. I'm still stuck in the second zone of Eureka.
Well, I will tell you now that once you get
the good thing about Bajta is that you don't even need to finish Bajta. You just need to get to level 15.
A little secret, okay, for money. If you get to the 3rd zone of Eureka, okay, and if you sit watching Netflix or you're watching something else on the other screen, okay, but you want to play a bit of 14, but you don't really want to play, you just want to something to do, right?
Right.
if you're in the 3rd or 4th zone, and I guess technically the 2nd as well, but the 2nd's a little bit more difficult. The 3rd or 4th zone, or is it some of the last zones anyway? Hydatos and Pagos, I think it was.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
There's something called
Pyros.
Bunny Fates. Pyros. There's something called Bunny Fates, and they spawn. There's 2 on the map, but you only do the low level one because the high level one actually gives the same rewards as the low level one, so there's no point doing it. And it gives you a bunny that you then have to follow, and then you open a chest, and that chest can actually have 100k in it. Just flat out 100k. It has 10k, 50, 20, 10k, 30k, or 100k, and then it has items that you can sell as well. So yeah,
I mean, yeah, it is good for money, and again, it's also good because you can get mounts from it as well.
yeah, there's some mounts as well. Which again, if you were like me, you just sold for money. Like I sold 2 for 14 million gil.
Oh god damn!
So
you require more Eureka now. Fuck off with Eureka, man. We don't want it.
I want it.
I mean, the only reason I would do it is like, to do Ozma and get the the Ozma mount. But right now I actually I just want that, and then I just want to go and do the other Savage and get the Cerberus. That's because those mounts are actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
I am looking into
the
DRS.
whole game. I think they're doing
Anyway,
a DRS run this weekend, actually.
Oh, well, if I'm free, I'd love to join you because I have it unlocked. And I've just been so nervous to do it, if I'm honest. I only did Baldessian because I was forced to, otherwise I'd have to become a Vera.
It's not that bad. Fiera, I mean.
Yeah.
Is it DR Savage, but it scares me. God,
I've seen some. I saw some videos that looked really rough.
I go with the philosophy that either I go in there and die and don't learn anything, or go in there and die and learn something. Either way,
That's
die.
true.
Yeah, like the more you die, the more you learn. It's the same as like Savage raiding. You die.
Death is eternal. Death is not a punishment; it's a necessity in this game.
Yeah. And like
except for it knows where you can't be rezzed unless they die to res you.
They just don't get it.
Yeah, just don't get hit.
It's that easy.
Don't get hit. I didn't die more than once during my. No, I died twice actually during my Ozma run, so I was proud of myself for my first time. And I only died twice because there's actually a res spell, but the res spell kills you.
Oh right, yeah, I know.
So I died because someone else died. So, and then I died on the second time because someone with a marker ran into me.
I think what I'm going to do is that I'm just going to go into Eureka probably like every week just to do the challenge log and then go off. Just keep doing that. I get max level at some point, and then just like try and like do the story and stuff like that, and then get BA unlocked. But I think I might just work towards getting the Cerberus max. I think that's cooler, and it's from my original server was Cerberus, but I had to move from Cerberus because I was raiding with people in Phoenix, and with the whole EU server fucking separation.
Right, they change your servers, your data.
I was like,
right.
If I wanted to raid with like the group I'm with now, I couldn't, so I had to like transfer over, and I was like, yeah, it was free.
When EU got sundered.
Yeah, and
yep.
Like sundered. So I lost a lot of friends that day, but
EU got sundered and Aether got locked down. Ooh, those are some dark times.
Dark times. But now I'm back on Chaos now, on Ragnarok with Mione and all those lovely people from Team Whiskers to do hopefully some content with other content creators.
Hey, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I know Tibian Salt's over there. You transferred away from me. Well, obviously, check your friends list right now. You will see someone called Bunny Gunnery just sitting there still.
Well, no, I think they're also making. What I've noticed as well is that I've seen some people that were on my friends list that were like unable to retrieve come back. So I think they're slowly reintroducing like that back since we are able to do the world visits soon. So that'll be interesting. That is coming out this patch too.
Yeah, July, right? I think.
Oh man, there's so much to do with this patch. That's actually kind of crazy.
I have 2 characters on Phoenix that I actually raid on. Bunny Gunnery and Dagna Arcanist. I'm now working on my other character that's on Chaos Ragnarok, which is Paul Metal. I'm actually using my actual like handle. Weird. And then we got my Aether character called Lovable Boobable, who's a giant femro.
Lovable Boobable?
Yeah, Lovable Boobable.
Dude, how has that name not got suspended yet?
It has been a lot of years and it still hasn't been.
How? That's just asking to get banned.
Nope, it's fine.
Yeah, it's been.
I mean,
I did the entirety of the story on it. Like it's level 90. Never been flagged.
I mean, my Balmont character is called Sausage but Content. So.
But there's not really lewd on like mine literally has a boob in it.
True.
So it's like
yeah.
But to be fair, like they don't even because a lot of words will get flagged, or if you have so it like times it out so you don't see the bad words.
Yeah,
but they don't, and I'm sorry, this is going to be a really bad word. It is the C word. Like cunt is still not, it still shows up. Yeah. Doesn't get starred out. It still shows up, and that's a worse word because apparently everyone hates that word. I love that word personally because I use it a lot. But that's because of where I was brought up. So we use that like it's like a cherry picker,
Well, that's a difference in regions though, because in England it's not really that bad, versus America where it's
pretty bad.
Where it's really bad. Yeah. And even here in some places it's pretty bad. Like the
posh areas.
I want to say north-ish. More north you go, the more it's considered an insult. Like where I live, it's considered an insult.
I never really saw twat as a bad word. Apparently it is. Apparently it is as well. Like everyone calls everyone a twat.
Yeah, that one is.
Like I was watching the only stream and he has a friend called James on there, and he says like he's going out for a cigarette, but he says it how we would say it.
No, don't say that. No, don't say that.
And like it like took me only a minute. Like, no, he meant go out for a cigarette, and I'm like, yeah, he better have meant that.
Yeah, because
I've said that with some Americans, and they're like, what? We're like, what? Oh no, I'm trying a cigarette.
Yeah, I learned that. I learned from first experience not to say that when I was younger. I was in Texas when I learned not to say that.
Oh.
Chilly about to get run out of Texas.
My mum was a smoker, bless her heart. So she needed me to go. I was 17 at the time. Okay, I didn't know any different, and I went into a shop and like, can I get that word, please? Do you sell them here? And they looked at me like I just murdered their whole family. All I know is they bent down under the desk, and I ran out.
God damn! I think Texas was that hardcore. Jeez.
Oh yeah, Texas is very hardcore.
Say the wrong word in this part, you be dead.
Oh yeah.
So in that note, before we get too cancelled, this has been episode 144.
Say any bad words, can't get cancelled with that.
It's the internet.
Yeah, really, it's the internet.
True.
People want to come after me after I said some choice things about 14, so they can case you for anything.
Yeah.
Trust me.
We lost followers because I said I didn't mind the loot plate so much, and people didn't understand the fact that people don't understand the fact. I will agree with Asmongold. There's levels, okay? Like at a certain level, it's bad, but Godbert is half naked anyway.
That definitely is going to get cracked down on harder.
Oh yeah, it needs to be cracked down, but like, like the one that was stood in the background with like the question mark.
Oh, I do remember that.
I found that funny. I thought that was funny, but if it was too lewd, then I understand. But like, that's Godbert level to me. Like, yeah, Godbert is in his pants anyway.
Pants.
He is naked all the
Air
time.
Quotes.
Every time.
Air quotes. He doesn't even wear pants. He wears a suit top.
Yeah. So yeah, there are levels. Okay, if it's too lewd, I understand. I don't like it. But if it's funny, then I don't mind it too much.
It's one of those, like, if it's in moderation, like, every song's like, all right, that's fine. Okay, hi. And then you say that, we're like, all right, that's.
Yeah. On that note, this is the end of the podcast. We did talk about the story, I guess. We covered pretty much all of the story. No, I feel like we covered all of it in flimsy details.
There wasn't like terribly much to go over there, but there was some things there.
I would like to see. Yeah. Like, are they going to make a whole like new world? As it's like now, it's like they're trying to make a new story, and it's not going to be like a new expansion where they do make that. It's like are they like in patches now going to make this void an actual kind of world we can go and be in? Or are they just going to make it just a story based where we can't actually go in there and just like mess around?
Probably just story based, because making a whole new like zone like that takes quite a bit of resources.
Eureka, Boja.
True.
They're all whole zones.
Okay, fair enough. I'll give you that one.
So I just hope we wrap it up before 7.0 because I don't want another shard tripping expansion. Yeah.
You don't want to go. You don't want to go to another shard just because.
No. Yeah. I want to stay on this shard for now.
I want to see more of this shard. That's what I like. That's what I want to see.
Yeah. By the way, this isn't saying I don't want to see other shards. I want to see that, but we just had Shadowbringers, like this expansion before this. I would like to see 2 more expansions before we go to another shard.
Shadowbringers. Also, I'm a resident Shadowbringers hater. Hello.
Yeah. Hello. So yeah. Anyway, Fury, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Have you got any shout outs and any socials and stuff you want to promote?
Sure. You can follow me on my Twitter at Furyqed. Like I said, I talk a lot about expansions, or not expansion, but mainly in-game stuff, rating, especially things about Final Fantasy. I pretty much talk about it. I've done a lot of it, so that's pretty much where you mainly find me. I do stream here and there, but funny enough, that's mostly Destiny that stream. But that one's also at Fury QED. So feel free to come by, see what I'm talking about, have a discussion with me. I'm always open to discussions. So there you go.
Paul, is there anything you want to say before we wrap up?
There's going to be no stream from me Saturday. I'm going to go watch Doctor Strange with my mum and my sister. Unfortunately, I am going to miss the Celtics game, sadly. So I'm hoping they can beat the Bucks while I'm watching Doctor Strange. Other than that, yeah, I'm going to be working hard of trying to get this video done. Maybe it'll be done by next week. I'm not going to hold my breath because I do want to stream Saturday. No, not Saturday. I want to stream Sunday and Monday. And other than that, I want to work on my quiz as well. I do have a sort of what's the word? A sort of line of when I want to do it, and that is July.
Ooh,
But I'm hoping
for 150.
hopefully Twitch is going to give us out some more money with all your kind gift subs and all that, so I can properly get the art done and then actually get it out and get some peeps on.
Yeah, thank you to everyone that's subbed, gift subbed. We actually got 2 hype trains recently, so thank you so much to everyone that's shown us
Yes, my
love.
first hype train. I almost fucking cried. My first ever hype train on one of my streams. It was freaking epic.
Yeah, also remember, if we hit 1,000 followers, which we're currently at 920, I have to stream in a penguin suit.
I would love to see that.
So we need 80 more followers. We lost 1 more, but we need 80 more again.
I will find 80 people to follow you so I can see that.
Yay. Yeah, I have to stream in an inflatable penguin suit. So.
But also, I have been talking with some streamers. I have talked to Mione, and he is willing to, if I give him a date and a time, he's willing to be on the first show of the first quiz show. Nice. I don't know who I'm going to ask next. I might ask Chili if he can make a team, or I asked Maelstrom Radio to do it. But whoever wins the quiz does actually get something.
Ooh.
They get like a couple of Mog Station items and stuff like that. So
I like quiz shows.
Team Chili would be too strong. No, I'm not that knowledgeable. Okay, I'm pretty.
And you just got to find 2 other people to do it with as well. Yeah, so it's 2 teams of 3, and bunch of different types of questions ranging from random weird Final Fantasy questions to actual based lore questions to also MGR lore. So it would be a little bit strong if Chili. But would anyone really get it? Would that be Chili's strong suit though? Would just be the MGR lore ones? You know, I'm just saying. I've got this like all put out. I've been working really hard on this. This year, I've ever since my lymphedema has got down and it's given me the confidence to make this stuff, man.
There's already lore. There's no making up for Wobsy. He'll probably bring up the episode where they tried to break into my flat, but we continued recording at the same time.
Yeah, it would be when was that? What episode? Yeah. If someone gets it right, there, that's a point. It's stuff like that, and then obviously random stuff.
Fury, during one of my Christmas episodes, someone started banging on my front door during the show.
Fun.
My front door's made of glass, by the way. Just a heads up.
Oh. Great.
But anyway, thank you, Paul. I'm looking forward to the quiz. I have nothing really to say right now because I've just been trying to get guests for the future episodes, and so far, might have people. I'll see. But seriously, and Chili streams. Nobody wants Wobsy. No, we'll get banned instantly.
No. That's OnlyFans. You want to go over there, support Chili on that?
Drop me the link. I'll join it.
Nobody wants to see any of that ever. But no, thank you, Sam. But seriously, thank you so much to everyone that has joined us today. Thank you again to Fury. Remember, follow us on Twitch.tv and Moogle Go Around Radio. Also follow us on Twitter on Moogle Go Around Radio. Moogle Go Around, on Twitter. So yeah, also, thank you so much to all the love.
You did say something about a giveaway.
That's in the future. I haven't decided exactly yet.
Okay. Well, there will be a giveaway from my end for everyone who has supported and stuff. I will be giving away some small stuff on my streams. Maybe Sunday and then maybe next weekend.
I could just probably give it to you to give away during your stream if you want.
No, that's yours. I'm acquiring mine.
Well, don't get off to Sleuthland yet, Websy. Just give me a sec. Thank you to everyone that's joined us. We'll be back in 2 weeks' time with hopefully a nice guest, another guest on. Thank you again to Fury. He was a wonderful guest. Thank you to everyone that's joined us today. We're back in a couple of weeks with episode 145. We're getting close to 150. Yay! Oh God, we've been doing this for 150. Bye.